Go ahead.
All right, guys. So I'm Billy from TikTok that you all had stumbled across. I'm glad you guys are here. So tonight we're going to go over a lot of what behind the scenes stuff. So we've got a special guest with us tonight, our upline. And first off, I just want to thank you guys for joining us tonight and taking a look at what we're building, what's worked for our family. My wife Amelia, she stumbled upon this business a few years back, to be honest with you, I just let her do her thing. But I went to a conference in February, and I don't know, I just felt the Lord speaking to me then that I seen how many people were impacted by this opportunity, and I thought that I felt within myself that I could make that impact on people as well, that I could give them a place that they could come and build something for them. So that's why I've been so passionate here recently on TikTok. I've been working on Facebook for a while and just recently moved over to TikTok to try to reach people. So we're glad you're here. Glad that you're a part of this. And I'm gonna turn it over to my wife, Amelia. This is Amelia.
Hey, I'm Amelia. So I started in the network marketing industry almost 6 years ago. In October will be 6 years. Joined Bravenly a little over 3 years ago. Bravenly is the name of the company that we're with. Like he said, we've been building this. I've been primarily building this. I'm a stay-at-home mom, work from home mom, but I've been able to supplement a full-time income. I'm sure you've probably seen the income disclosure floating around his link that you've probably clicked on a few times. But I have, like I said, replaced a full-time income as a paralegal. I was a paralegal before I started staying at home with the kids. And so it's just been able to provide in ways that, a full-time income could not. I've been able to stay at home, like I said. We've been able to travel like we have never been able to travel before. Probably traveled more in my whole entire life in the last, 6 years than I have ever. So that is something that time freedom, you can't get your time back. So that's been huge for us. And then, you you're capped out at your jobs, right? You're capped out at so much, making so much money, having so much PTO. And that's something that you're not capped here. You're not capped up with an income. You're not capped at time off. And so it has truly been a huge blessing for us. I had no idea what I was doing when I started, just like he had no idea what he was doing. But we can truly say that we have the tools here, the people here to help us become successful. So I want to turn it over to a great friend of mine, Brittany Beck. She has been in the industry for a while. She is at the very top of our company, and is a multiple six-figure earner in this space. And I want to turn it over to her, and let her share some of her story and then kind of cast a vision here with our industry and our company in itself.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I'm so excited to be with you guys tonight. And so we're going to share a little bit about what Bravenly is and what I want you guys to gain from it to see if you're a good fit for this. This isn't a fit for everybody, but we're hoping that you can see yourself as a good fit here. And if it's something that you're interested in at all, I would say chase it. At some point along the way, we had dreams, right? And a lot of times we hung those up and decided, let's come down to reality and live a life of settling, live a life of struggling, and that's where many of us stay put, and you don't have to stay there. And so that's what we're here to say today is you can add this on. You don't have to quit your job. You can add this on with what you're already doing and just give you a little bit of breathing room. And that's what I saw in this industry. So when I said yes, I was a full-time teacher. I came from pure poverty, Trailer Park of Alabama. If you hear the accent, that's what it is. If y'all are not from Alabama, don't hold it against me, but that's where I was from. And I started this industry because I was desperately looking for a little extra money. I just wanted some breathing room. I wanted to be able to pay down some debt. I wanted to be able to pay for Christmas presents. I wanted to be able to go on a vacation every now and then. And as a teacher, I had no extra. We were able to get by. We had a house, we had a car, and all things, but There was no extra. And so I found this industry and I thought what many people think, oh, that's a scam. I was so skeptical. I'm skeptical by nature. It's just in my personality, and I'm like, where is the I gotchas? Like, this is not real. And I'll tell you, what I did? I looked in the mirror and said, well, guess what? What I'm doing isn't working for me. I followed the real path of success. Go to college, make good grades, graduate, take out student loans. I followed that path. And I'm here to tell you that did not give me any freedom. Okay. I also knew that I felt like I was made for more. And so maybe that's you. Okay. Maybe it's not, but maybe it is. Maybe you're like, man, I do feel I'm a little bit made for more. I do feel like I deserve more out of life than this. And that's how I felt. And I said, well, if I followed the playbook of life, why not try something different? Okay. Me and my husband always said this saying, and many of you have probably heard it, is it takes money to make money. That's what was ingrained in me growing up. And I'm like, and we don't have any, right? It takes money to make money, and we don't have any. So we felt ourselves handcuffed into that hamster wheel of life where you work, you get paid what they say you get paid, and you pay your bills, and then you start the day over and over. And I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I was sick of following the same pathway. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to say yes to one of these opportunities. Does it sound legitimate? No. Does it sound like a scam? Yes. I told my husband and he said, guess what? You aren't going to make any money. And I'm like, but what if I do? But what if I do? And so I think that's where a lot of people start, scared, but a little bit of hope. And I will say a lot of people in this business, they build as couples. So maybe maybe you have a spouse that would want to do this with you, and it's a lot of fun to build together. So I started on my own, and then my husband came on board later, but we started building this. And you guys, I started making a little extra money, right? I got in it for a couple $100s a month, and I started making a couple thousand a month, started making like 20,000 a month, got up to making over $200,000 a month. I want you to just imagine that for a second, making a $250,000 a month paycheck. That's what I was able to accomplish. A trailer park girl from North Alabama who knew nothing about money was able to take this opportunity and change the entire trajectory of my life. If I had not said yes, and if I had stayed super skeptical, my life would look completely different than it does today. So we're not going to say you're going to go out and become millionaires, but what I want you to know is real people do that. There are real people that do that, and maybe that wouldn't be you. Maybe it would be just a situation where you would join and make $200 extra a month. What would that do for your family? What bill could that cover, right? What date night would that cover for you that you wouldn't have to stress about, okay? So what we're providing is options, okay? Maybe you take it to the top, maybe you just make a little extra money, but it's a real opportunity, and real people just like us are making it happen for themselves. So if you find yourself in a situation where you want more, then you're a good fit. Number two, do you have any influence with anybody? Like if you say, hey, y'all need to go to this new steakhouse, does anyone say, I trust you, I want to try it? Or does everyone say, like, don't listen to him? He's okay. All right. If you are one of those people where you can say, let's go try this steakhouse and people listen, that's a big check mark. That means you have influence. Okay. Maybe you have a following, maybe you don't. Maybe you have a wife that knows a lot of people. Okay. So there's options here. I want to tell you this. There's a lot of people in our business at Bravenly that have a full-time business, and they do this simultaneously, and they have been able to give themselves financial freedom with Bravenly. Okay. They didn't give up their business, but they're able to do this alongside. We also have people who have literally no internet. We have an entire Amish community that hit the top rank in our company. They don't even have internet or cell phones. So you've already got a leg up on them, right? But it does take burning desire. It does take coachability, listening to us. And when we say X, Y, Z, this is what you need to do to grow, that's what it takes. So I just want to go back to that saying, it takes money to make money. That's not true. Not in network marketing. It takes burning desire, willingness, coachability. It takes hardly anything to get started. You don't need to go take a mortgage out. Okay, it's a very small financial contribution to get started, but it does take time and energy and effort. So that's what we want for you guys. We want to be able to take you along for the ride and show you what is possible for your life. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired like we were, then we encourage you to take a deeper look. Let us help you. And so if you're interested at all in getting started, or maybe you have more questions, you can reach back out to Billy. He can get you the link to get started. Like I said, we can launch you right away, get you started right away, and show you how to start making money. And if you have more questions, you could ask him as well. All right. Anything else, Amelia or Billy?
Sorry, I had to unmute. Do you have anything else?
No, no.
I don't
Good.
think so.
All
Does
right.
any,
Well, we will chat with you guys in Messenger. If you have any other questions, shoot them over, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
thank you guys.
One thing that I wanted to share with you guys, I know a lot of people, when they hear direct sales network marketing, they run for the hills, but I want to cast some vision for you guys. I was actually today uh, getting ready to make another video about this topic, and it says that Walmart today is worth around $773 billion. They didn't get there by opening just one store. So in 1970, or no, 1962, they opened their first one in Rogers, Arkansas. It took them 2 years to open store number two, and then it took them 8 years to get to 10 stores. So what I'm saying that this is a process. It don't happen overnight. So if you're looking for a get rich quick scheme, this ain't it. And I don't know of one. I'm just being straight with you guys. But it says that today success came through duplication. One store became 10, 10 became 100, and 100 became 1,000. So that's what this business is. And when I talk about in my videos, watch what I'm building. I'm being straight with you guys. Is that I'm building, me and my wife, it's just not me, it's both of us, but we are building to the top of this company. In order to get there, we have to take people with us. And that's what we're offering is you to hop on board with us. Let us show you what we got, cast a vision. Just like she said, she got to a point where she was making 200,000 a month. I mean, that's double what I'm making a year, just being straight with you guys. I work a full-time job. So, like I said, this has helped our family supplement income. She stays home. The boys are homeschooled now. So guys, if it's something you're interested in, let's talk further. If you want to call me, we'll talk on the phone. But this is not a scam. I can promise you that. You can go look on Google. You look up the company. Just last week, was it last week they announced that Inc. It's
5,000.
INC. What is it?
5,000 Inc.
5,000 Inc. 5,000 magazine,
We're rated number 118.
118. And there, I mean, if you look across the United States, it says that there's like 33 million companies in the United States, and our company hit the top 5,000 and made that magazine. And we were number 118 out of 33 million companies in the United States. So we're growing fast. We're going in. This is year five will be December, won't it? So our fifth full year. This company's been here. We're going to be on pace to hit over $100 million in sales. And that's another thing I want to talk to you guys. I'm not a good salesman. I went over to Facebook and I started putting posts out there, no traction. But when I start trying to tell people, like over on TikTok, like I've been doing recently, I found that where I was at, a lot of people are at too. We were struggling to get by. I mean, we were paying stuff on credit cards and all that stuff. So, guys, if you guys want to take a look, you know where to find me. Where you probably back on TikTok and over there on the Messenger app. So just get back with me. Let me know. You guys have a good night.
Thanks, guys.